Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto for another video review. This time we have Ritter Sport Caramell-Mousse. You can see it's, we might be able to tell automatically it's not the English spelling of caramel. So this is a German import, but you can get a UK version. There is a UK one available. Yeah, it says with mit Lekt Gesalzenen Mandelstückchen, I think it says. But I've come prepared this time. Normally I have no idea what I'm talking about, but this time I've come prepared, and it says basically with light or lightly salted almonds. So there we go, and as if there's proof of that, there are some kind of almond affairs going on there. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a lump of caramel. I'm not sure. I really don't know what that is. No, there are cubes of caramel there. I don't know what that is though. Yeah. I have no idea what that is. Mousse. It's a load of mousse. There we go. It's a lump of mousse. There we are. That's what it is. There we go. That's great. Yeah. Right, okay. Great. Yeah. Unusual to. Well, I quite like that actually. It's unusual for them to. You know, when you have these flavour things, they generally gloss over things like that. So if it said like nougat or something, they don't often just have a lump of nougat there or something like that. Well, maybe they do. I don't know. Who knows? I could be talking rubbish again. But yeah. You know what I mean? No, it's like you know, they normally just show the ingredients like the other two really. They don't normally just show a big lump of something like that. So I quite like that. Yeah, it's quite nice. So yes, it's the usual Ritter Sport affair. So it has a nice bit at the top. So if you've got a library of chocolates, you can lay them all out, and that'd be quite nice. So there's colourful variety there as well, or colour variety, something like that. So basically, I think that's alluding to the fact that each one has a separate colour. When usually they're all one solid colour. This one's got like a sort of brown at the top. So I don't know if that's because there is another one that has a similar colour to this one and try to differentiate it. But you would imagine that the brown is quite a common colour for chocolate. So well, there we go. At the bottom there, you've got caramel there. So perhaps you would put it that way around, or maybe if you fancied, you could do it that way around. I'm not quite sure why they've done that. Unusual for Ritter Sport, I think. From my experience, for what it's worth. So it did on the back, it did come with this stupid sticky label. I bought it from somewhere online, and it had a stupid label covering the back. I don't know why. I tried to get it off, but as you can see, it doesn't really come off very well, so I gave up. So it does have the nutrition information on the back, but I did come prepared, and I went to the website and got the nutrition information, so hopefully it's right. Might have been from the UK version of this, but I imagine not too different, so yeah, just packaging differences you would like to think. So it says a square practical good on the back in German. Quadratisch praktisch gut, I think, yeah, something along those lines. Again, my German is not great. I do apologise. Just destroying the language as I always do, but there we go. Yeah, so there we go. So it does say, I can just make out at the back, it says something like with full milk chocolate and almonds, basically. And then before it's covered up with all the other stuff. So, yeah. So it is milk chocolate, this one. It's not, dark chocolate. Okay. So yeah, well, I don't know. Do I even bother me? I mean, it just is. You can see it's quite nicely wrapped, and it does have a bit of a flourish at the side, but you can see how big it is. Really, the flourish is there really just for opening purposes, I'd say. I mean, it might have a slight. Just because these flourishes, they often use them to make the bars look bigger, but I think with Ritter Sport you can let them off. Really, it's not there at all to, I'd say, to make the bar look massively bigger, and you can see how big it is anyway. Although of course it might still trick you into thinking it's bigger just subconsciously, but there you go. So. But anyway, it's 11 centimetres wide, and about 9 at the bottom, just over 9 actually in the wrapper. But yeah, for what it's definitely worth, it's not worth too much knowing that really. I don't think. I think Ritter do a good job of it. So it's a 100-gram bar. So basically, I have written down on this little note. So it's 589 calories, 41 grams of fat, 23 richer saturates. So obviously, half of this, 50 grams, is probably a big. A chocolate bar is about 40 to 50 grams, I think, generally. So half of this is the equivalent to a regular chocolate bar. So it's usually a 4x4. I don't think it is in this case, actually. I think it's 3x3 in this case. But so basically half of this, well, basically what would that be? 250. It's about 290, isn't it? Yeah, 200. Yeah. Yeah, 295. It's roughly 295 calories for half the bar. So it's quite high, isn't it, really? And 20.5 grams of fat, 11.5 of which are saturates, so half of it. So it's quite high, really, I'd say. Yeah. But hopefully calories well spent. Okay, yes. So right, let's give it an open. Always a bit difficult. They've got this nick pack thing that they call. Yeah, nick pack. Does have a bit of blurb on the top I've never seen before. Actually, I don't know if I just ignored it or missed it without thinking. But yeah, I think it's basically saying to open here. I don't know, maybe there's a special technique that I've not been doing. I imagine you just basically split it down the middle though. Yeah, it's not hard to do it from the centre. It says there's like an arrow pointing to this specific spot. It's not working for me. So I generally will go to the top. So of course, if you are an expert Ritter Sport chocolate opener and there is a special technique other than just splitting this in half, let me know. Maybe I should translate that from German to English. But there you go. It's quite difficult. It's not an easy one to open, to go through. It's because it's so tightly packed. But it does open. You can see it opens a bit like that, so you could just close it if you can. You know. It smells very nice. Now, unfortunately, it has cracked a bit here. Just one of those things. I did buy it online, so you know, there's a nice smell coming from it. There has to be. So it's a bit of a honeycomb smell, actually. What smells like honeycomb? So basically, from the bottom, about 9.1, 9.2 centimeters. It is a square. It is a square, so you would assume it'd be the same all the way around. And at the top, it's slightly, not, you know, it goes up in the middle. It's not a straight line there. It's sort of not parallel the side. So at the top, rather than 9.2, 9.1, it's gone down to 8.9, 8.8, 8.9. So you can see it. So it's a 3x3. It seems a bit odd, Ritter. Well, not odd actually. I think it's probably quite good. I like the way they do change the sizes, the number of squares they have in their chocolate based on what the flavours are and things. It obviously shows that they're trying to give you what they think is the best way to eat it. So I quite like that. So some of those sort of the dark chocolate ones have like loads of small, tiny cubes or segments. Some of them are 4x4. This one's 3x3. Some of the big caramel ones I've noticed in some chocolate bars are like this. So there you go. You can see it says Ritter Sport on it, and there you go. There we go. You see. So obviously, as I say, I think half of this, you can't really, because it's 9, you can't really do it into half very easily. So you'd probably never eat half, exactly half. You'd probably eat the whole thing like I would, but there we go. So yeah, roughly each square is roughly 3 centimeters by 3 at the bottom. Roughly, as I say, because it's not a clean cut. But at the top, that does go down to 2.3. So let's give it a cut as well, down the middle. I think we need to do that. See what's going on inside. It seems to be a soft cut. Chocolate's hard and it goes soft. So you can see there. So, yeah, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I hate that saying. I've started saying it myself now. It's really annoying. Anyway, yes, so let's try and... There's a bit of crumbage in there. Yeah, so you can see there, in the actual wrapper there, it's got sort of like these almondy bits there. I'm not sure I can see any trace of any other bits in there. They always do this in these wrappers. You know, you get the centre, but you can never see the actual bits that are in there very well. There may or may not be bits in there. The chocolate's fallen away a bit on this one. In fact, it's all falling away. So again, we can see from the side. Pick that up in a minute. But yeah, you can. I can't see any almondy bits there. There probably are there, but you can't see them. Unlike you can on the front there, you can see all these bits of almonds. You know, I can't see anything like that at all. They could be there, and I say, but maybe the colour's very similar. But there we go. So, okay. So what have we got then? We said we've got lightly salted almond, and the Karamell-Mousse, I think. Yeah. So let's see what it tastes like. So each one of these cubes then, this must be quite high in calorie, I guess. So yeah, so what have we got? 500 divided by 9. Yeah, so there's roughly 65 calories in each one of these squares. So 65 calories. Here we go. Not bad, that, not bad at all. That honeycomb is, I said it smells a bit like honeycomb before. Tastes nothing like honeycomb, not crunchy or anything. Definitely a mousse. I can't really taste the almonds very well. I can taste the almonds actually. I'll tell a lie. I can't taste the texture of the almonds, but you do get a subtle, salty aftertaste. There's a bit of a crunch there actually. You do get a bit of a crunch, so I'll tell a lie. You can taste the almonds. It's a very small crunch. And as you're swallowing it, maybe as you're moving it around your mouth a bit, you do get a bit of a subtle salty taste, which is nice. Don't get a massive almondy taste, but I think that's fine. I don't think overly expected that. It's usually from ground almonds you get the almondy taste. But yeah, there's definitely a subtle crunch there, which I like. And Karamell-Mousse is quite substantial as well. It's soft and fluffy. I'll scrap that, it's not really fluffy, it's more creamy, it's more of a creamy mousse, but it is a fluffy creamy mousse. And chocolate's nice as well. It's good. I don't know how Ritter Sport do really. They have so many, I don't know of any other company. There are some other chocolate companies that do quite a lot of flavours, but Ritter Sport, they do so many different flavours and they're all so, I wouldn't say random, but different, No, I do like this. It's the cream is not too sickly. It's getting a bit sickly. It's a caramel cream. So as you can imagine, it's a bit sort of. It's not sweet, but it's got like a sort of it's a thick. I can't describe it really very well to be honest. It's quite difficult to say what I'm trying to say really. But if you just imagine sort of drinking sort of like a caramel latte or something. And you're sort of drinking it, and it's quite full-bodied, I guess you'd say, and there's a substance to it, and you kind of doesn't fill you up, but you're thinking, well, I couldn't drink 2 pints of this, well, I couldn't drink another glass of it, another cup of it, and it's possibly getting that way, but I think that's fine because I don't think I'm not there yet, and obviously, I am inclined on occasion to polish off an entire chocolate bar, but I don't think you're meant to do that. So I think it's nice. It's just it's good, and I think I like the sort of subtleness of it. I like the light crispiness you get from the almonds in there, the almond pieces. I don't really taste the almond though. They might subtly add a flavour, but I can't taste it. It is quite a strong caramel taste. It's more going towards like a honeycomb taste. It's that kind of caramel taste. It's slightly sickly though, I would say. But you do get bits of almond in your mouth, and you can taste those, but they're more of a crunch rather than anything else. So, and the salted flavour is quite subtle. It's very subtle, really. Sometimes you get it quite subtly. Other times, not so much. But if you bite into it, rather than biting down this way, if you bite that way, you sort of slice through. That way, you do get a massive crunch then as well. I think for me, the Karamell-Mousse is it's very creamy. It's borderline between being a mousse and a cream, I guess. You can see it's not very whipped at all on there. And if you look in the actual thing, there's not much air in it at all, so it's very, it's not light and fluffy like a lot of other mousses are. Look at that, there's no air in there at all really. I don't know if you can tell. It's just almost a solid block really. There there really isn't any air pockets in there. I think the only air holes are probably from the bits of almond that have, speaking of which, you can actually see an almond there. I think. Yeah, there are bits in there that look a bit almondy anyway, yeah. Don't think quite make them out there, but yeah, so basically the up there in the corner there, you can see. That one looks like it is on the camera, but I don't think it is. Well, look at it with my eyes, but anyway, yeah, so basically, yeah, look at that. I mean, it's not fluffy at all. There's no air in there, so it's very much a sort of, it's more of a cream really than a mousse. It's a funny one. So I think for me it's a bit too, it's not as light as I would like. I'd like it a bit lighter because it's just a bit too much, you know. But because the caramel's such a strong, I mean, you can see by the colour of it really. I don't know, you know, you can just tell that it's going to be kind of like a strong caramel, thick flavour, if that makes sense. And it is, and which isn't a bad thing if you love caramel things like that. But for me, it's kind of a bit too much. I think I would have preferred it to be a bit more of a mousse. But it's not sickly though, like say the Oreo creams you get are and things like that in other chocolates. And I like the sort of the almondy crunch in there. Don't really get an almondy taste, but you do get that crunch. It's very you know, and a very subtle salty flavour. Yeah, I think the caramel is probably bordering on a bit too sickly after so many cubes, but or segments. But if you do come down, if you do bite it down this way, you do get a lot of crunch when you do that in your mouth, because I don't know, you just do. If you do it down that way, you just don't seem to notice the crunch as much. But I've noticed if I bite it down that way, or that way, you know, you can get loads of crunch. It just makes a massive difference. It's very weird, but the crunches all come out at once. So yeah. I mean, the caramel mousse is probably not for me. I do like it, but it's just a bit too. It's just a bit too that burnt caramel taste for me. I think it's. I don't know. It's a bit sort of. It's just a bit sort of full, you know, because it's not light and fluffy mousse. It's not a light and fluffy mousse. But it's hard to say really, you know. But definitely, I think definitely if you like that sort of burnt caramel type, you know, on the bordering on like a toffee taste, or treacly taste maybe, I'm not sure, but I think this is definitely for you. But the caramel's not really a sweet caramel. As I say, it's more towards that side of things, but still nice. I think a low 4, high 3 out of 3.5 out of 5. I think for me, probably 3.5 out of 5. I'll stick with. Still really nice. I like the crunch. Quite like the saltiness of it, but for me, I think the one I reviewed last week, I think with the honey salted almonds, I think it was, or something along those lines. Can't remember which one it was now, but I think it was honey salt almonds. I think that Ritter Sport one I really liked, and I think that's probably the one I would go to over this. I just think the caramel's probably not for me. I think if it was more like if it was a honey salt almonds one with like a layer of caramel on the top and an actual caramel, not like a mousse, I think that would be brilliant. But I think this one for me, is perhaps just a bit too. It's not the caramel flavour I really like, and it's just a bit too thick. I think anyway, that's my opinion. But it's definitely, as I say, the salt is there, and the almond has a nice crunch actually, which I'm usually against, to be honest with you, crunch with nuts. But this one works really well. I usually prefer to say biscuit to be the crunch or something, but it actually works very well in this one, and is no detriment by any means. So yeah, there we go. I think if caramel's your thing, and definitely like creamy flavours, then definitely try this one out. But I'll say it is more of a burnt caramel taste, you know, I would say. So yes, yeah. Yes, so there we go. A bit of a white mark there. What about this? Anyway, never mind. Apologies if I've had a dirty top on. I think it's probably just hopefully fluff. Yes, hopefully. There we go. Right, okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Follow me to subscribe, like the videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.